Well, hockey fans, it's the first round of the 2010 NHL draft, and finally the debate between where Taylor Hall and Tyler Seguin are going to go has finally ended, and the Edmonton Oilers used their first overall pick to select Taylor Hall, and the Boston Bruins used their second overall pick that they got from the Toronto Maple Leafs to select Tyler Seguin. Speaking of which, the Toronto Maple Leafs didn't really do anything in the first round. I mean, I was kind of disappointed. I thought they would trade Caberlet for a first round overall pick, but they didn't. I guess they didn't really get any good offers. I mean, Florida offered their first round 25th overall pick in exchange for a Leafs defenseman, but Brian Burke said no. I guess the deal wasn't good enough, although the defenseman they were asking for, I heard, which was just a rumor, was Luke Schenn. It wasn't actually Thomas Caberlet, but I can understand why Brian Burke didn't want to part with him. So it's day 2 and round 2 of the 2010 NHL draft, and the Toronto Maple Leafs trade Jimmy Hayes to Chicago for a second round pick. So the Leafs do actually move up in the draft, but because they made the trade on Saturday and the first round was on Friday, they didn't exactly get a first round overall pick. But the Chicago Blackhawks, with their 30th overall pick in the first round, drafted Kevin Hayes, Jimmy Hayes' younger brother, and so Burke once again is in the habit of reuniting brothers on one hockey team. Well, just this time he wasn't able to do it on the team that he was managing. But the Toronto Maple Leafs used their second round draft pick to draft Brad Ross of the Portland Winterhawks, and he had 68 points in 71 games last year, as well as 9 points in 13 playoff games. Although I don't know if any of those points were goals or assists, but I'm guessing that's pretty good. Now, as for the rest of the draft, in the third round, the Toronto Maple Leafs used the 62nd pick to select centerman Greg McKegg. That kind of rhymes, actually. Also in the third round, they used the 79th pick to select winger Sondre Olden, or Olden, I think that's how it's pronounced. Now, in the fourth round, they used their 116th pick to select defenseman Peter Granberg. I don't know how it's pronounced, but now, in the fifth round, which their 122nd pick was Chris Wagner, but he was traded to Anaheim for centerman Mike Brown. Now, last year, Brown had 6 goals, 1 assist, and a +1 in PIM of 106. Oh, for God's sakes. He's just another Jamal Mayers. I don't know why the Leafs would want him, but anyhow, in the Leafs' 144th selection in the 5th round pick, they also select Sam Carrick, a centerman with the Brampton Battalion last year. And in the 146th pick, they selected left winger Daniel Brodin from the Swedish Elite League. And for their in the round 7, their 182nd pick was right winger Josh Nichols. I think that's how his name is pronounced anyway. But anyhow, I think the Toronto Maple Leafs did good. They didn't go in the first round, but I still think that there are some gems in the other rounds that can be found that would end up doing great in the National Hockey League. Like, I'd really like to see this Brad Ross guy and see how well he'll do with the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Toronto Marlies, wherever he ends up playing. But I'm pretty much looking forward to what the Leafs will actually do in July. And and one little piece of information I forgot to mention. Marc Savard is going to waive his no-movement clause, and he's given Peter Chiarelli a list of 2 teams that he wants to be traded to. The Ottawa Senators and the Toronto Maple Leafs, which I hope we get him because he was deadly with Phil Kessel. So I think with him on the team, we have a better chance of making the playoffs this year. So until maybe around the 1st of July, go Leafs, go!